Hello, welcome to Wasted Lunch, a perfect place to waste your lunch. I'm Paul McVeigh. How are we doing? Time is 12:06 Oven Standard, and another crispy, frosty day here in the Ohio neighborhood. Got my coffee and, limited on smokes. Yeah, today I am rationing out smokes. I'm trying to take it easy on them. Who am I kidding? I'm down. I'm low on smokes. That's why I'm rationing them. I'm not rationing them for health reasons. I wish I could say that was my lofty goal. But no, I'm just low on cigarettes right now. So I got to conserve them. Maybe this will teach me something about myself. Perseverance, self-control, things like that. Woo-wee. So, wow, what a day. Last night, threw in the old Star Trek, the original Star Trek. What's up, Joe Cameron's on here. What's up, Joe? Looks like Eddie Taylor's on here too. What's up, Eddie? How's it going, guys? I was going to say, it threw in some old Star Trek yesterday. And I mean the real old Star Trek, like Captain Kirk. See, Joe says, looking sharp, bro. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I used to, I don't know if you remember back when I first started doing this, a lot of the time I actually was looking nice. It's just been, it's been tougher for me to look good while I'm doing what I do lately. I've been under a big time crunch. See, Eddie says, hey, Paul, hey, what's up, Paul? Did you read that article about that shark? No, I didn't read it yet. I did see that you posted on it, which, thanks for posting on there. That's cool. I just saw the picture, and I was like, wow, that looks incredible. I'm going to have to read it. But I didn't have enough time to read it, to be honest with you. By the time I saw it, everything was one thing after another to take care of. But yeah, I'm going to get around to reading it. So far, I've read just almost everything that's been posted on there, on the group page. So far, I've read just about everything. I didn't read the one about the suicidal music song. I'm like, Sean posted one up about a certain song or something that's driven people to suicide. I don't think I'm going to jump off a bridge or anything after listening to it, but I'm like, I just wasn't. I just haven't read that one yet, and I haven't read the shark one, but I want to check that out because sharks are cool. As long as I'm not having any personal encounters with any sharks, they're cool. But but back in when I first started doing this, a lot of the times I was wearing a nice dress shirt and a tie or something, but it's the way I prefer to do it, but it's been under a time crunch. Oh my gosh, let's see, is that Mike on here? Mike Lent. My gosh, Mike, what's been going on? People have been worried about you around here. Yeah, everybody's been talking. People have been talking. What happened to Mike? So, wow. Joe, you must be having a late lunch today, huh? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Since I'm conserving on cigarettes, I'm going to be just packing this smoke and trying to enjoy it. Mike says it is. How do you do? I do pretty good. Thank you for asking. How are you? I'm hoping things are going fantastic in your neck of the woods, and everybody's really. I mean that when I say that stuff. I like to see people doing good. I like to see people happy. I like to see good things happen to people. When I hear about good things happening to people, something good and their life's been made easier because they've gotten a raise or something's happened to where they're not financially burdened as much. I'm like, good for you, you know. I don't get jealous about it. I do know people who get jealous about that, though. I know people who, when the first thing they say when they see somebody else get ahead is, they're like, well, I'll tell you, I could go for that, or wish that was me. You know people like that? You know, see somebody, something good happens to them, and they're like, wow, I wish that was me. You know, envious. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want good stuff to happen to me too, but I don't know, I like seeing good things happen to people, especially good people. I can say sometimes I've been a bit, I don't know if you'd say the word miffed. Who the hell came up with that word? Miffed. When I see great things happen to bad people, though, there has been times where I'm like, wow, the person is so, because I've just known that that person was a bad person. I hate admitting, but you know, there are bad people out there, and sometimes you'll see somebody who has not paid for some of the wrongs they've done, and sometimes that can rub a little bit when you see time after time all this great stuff happening, and you're like, that person is such a horrible, awful person, the things they do to people, you know, and somehow they keep coming out on top, and it's like, it just ain't fair, you know, it isn't fair, and life isn't fair, though, you know, I know most of us were taught as kids, you know, you do good things, and good things come back to you. And I believe for the most part that's still true, even as an adult, but we all know that unfortunately bad things happen to good people, you know, all the time. It sucks, but it's true, you know. Let's see, Shirley's joining us. Hello, Shirley. Let's see, Mike says, thinking about coming down this weekend to pay my respects to the Moore family. Oh, cool. Well, if you do, I hope the weather's good. I hope traveling conditions are good for you. I really do. Yeah, that's, see, Sean Moore's funeral services and calling hours. I think the whole thing is taking place on Saturday, right, Mike? But, you know, I'm probably going to end up paying my respects too. So, my gosh, I can only imagine the people who are going to, or how many people are going to show up to that. Sean knew so many people. Eddie says, sorry, I had to take a call. That's all right, Eddie. You're good here. So, anyways, yeah, it looks like for whatever reason, which is good to me, Joe actually gets to be on here. Mike says you are correct. What am I correct about, Mike? Is it? Oh, okay. I know what you're saying I'm correct about. Okay. Yeah, Sean knew so many people. Sean was, I mean, he had to have known thousands of people. Just in town. Friend of ours, if you guys don't know him, named, I'm correct about it being on Saturday. Okay. But yeah, a buddy of ours passed away last week, and Sean Moore, maybe it's a buddy of you guys too, I don't know, whoever I end up addressing. And very popular, lovable guy. Joe says, I jump on when I can. That's awesome. Joe, unfortunately, tends to be working when we're broadcasting it. I believe, Joe, you usually get your lunch break earlier than noon, right? Isn't that usually how it works? But, so I watched Star Trek, the old Star Trek, you know, with Captain Kirk in it. That Star Trek. Yeah. Watched some of that last night. was going to watch Day of the Triffids, where giant man-eating plants start taking over the world, you know. Then I was like, it's a little bit nihilistic for the mood I was in. Even though it's an old movie, you know, it's a little cynical. I mean, there's like millions of these Triffids eating people. So I decided, I'm going to throw an old Star Trek there. And I survived one episode. After that, I was falling asleep. I'm not saying it's boring. I guess I was that tired last night. And watched one where they believe they landed on the Garden of Eden. No, I lied. I made it through 2 episodes. That's true. I made it through 2. One, they thought they landed on the Garden of Eden. Here, it was more like the planet from hell. It's like deadly plants. So I tried to not watch a movie about deadly plants. Watch Star Trek, in the first episode that pops in on Star Trek, there's deadly plants on it. See, Joe says I go from 11:30 to 12:30. Some days I spend it running errands, though. That stinks. That's like you almost don't have a break if you're running errands. And you should be enjoying that time. But, you know, that's, oh gosh, busy, busy, busy. Everything's so busy. How about you guys? Anybody ever watch the old Star Trek? I mean, there tends to be 2 groups of people. Okay, those that really like Star Trek and those that hate it. And I'm talking about the original, you know, with Spock and Captain Kirk and Bones, you know, the Doctor, good old Chekhov and Scotty, the chief engineer or whatever. I think that's his role. Okay, Joe says that he does his errands during his break so he doesn't have to do them after work. Well, yeah, Joe says not a Trekkie. Well, I'll tell you, I used to, I watched them when I was a kid, you know, and I liked them as a kid. I did, I liked them. But, you know, I never went to any conventions or anything or wore pointed ears or anything like that. But I do like the original show. I still like it. I don't know what it is, why I like it. You know, but then again, that's something about taste. But I like the old, you guys anybody remember Buck Rogers from the 1980s? Joe put up one of these, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's, you know, the nerddom around Star Trek goes deep. You know, like people learning Klingon and stuff, teaching themselves how to speak Klingon, and I guess they got books on it. You know, there are people where it's almost religious to them. I'm not to that point. I'm that guy who I have the original 3 seasons, and I like them, and every now and then I'll watch some of them. I'm that guy. Okay, I'm like at that degree of Star Trek nerddom to where I do have to own the first 3 original seasons. So I'm nerdy enough for that, but I don't have any cool Star Trek shirts or prosthetic ears or anything like that. I don't think I'd wear the ears. I might wear a cool Star Trek shirt though. But you know, there's people who know everything about all the other incarnations of Star Trek or the other additions to the franchise too, you know. Here we go. Eddie says, my cousin was Spock for Halloween last year. My cousin is a huge fan. I never really got into it, but I was an inflatable dinosaur with my little cousin, and that's cool. That's cool. Was it like a 2-person costume? Because you say with your little cousin, or do you mean? Okay. Eddie says she's a huge nerd. Yeah. And everybody, you know, here's the thing. If you don't believe you're a nerd in some way, okay, then I got two answers for you. One, either there's nothing you're really interested in, or two, you just don't know you're a nerd, okay? Chances are you are a nerd about something, okay? And here's the thing. There are plenty of people out there who are super sports fans, okay? And you say, sports? Well, sports isn't a nerdy thing. It's a manly thing, you know? I'm sorry, but when you got people running around with thousands of numbers and stats in their heads about other people running around on fields, throwing balls around and stuff like that, I'm sorry, you're a nerd. You are. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but you're geeked out over it, you know? So most people are a nerd about something. Joe says get some of those ears and wear them on air. Okay, I'll tell you what, Joe. I'll make a deal. If somebody ever hooks me up with a pair of Spock ears, I will do a show wearing Spock ears. Okay? Dwayne says, yo. I will say, yo, right back at you, Dwayne. Dwayne is from Canton. That's why he says, yo. That is the Canton greeting. Just having some fun with you, Dwayne. Eddie says, no, I went trick-or-treating with my little... She was a Jedi. Okay, cool. And you were a dinosaur. You weren't Barney, were you? Joe says, yes. I will, too. If somebody hooks me up with the ears, I'll wear them. I'll wear them. I might even wear, well, I don't have, like you already heard me say, I don't have a Star Trek shirt. I'm not at that degree of nerddom. Or I've just never lucked out and found the size big ass Star Trek shirt for me. But even if I have to wear one with wear ears with a tie, I'll do that. Sean, what up? I was talking about Star Trek, and then I started talking about nerddom and the fact that almost everybody is a nerd about something. You know, totally get into something. And I'm telling you guys, sports is no different. Because, and I say that with love, because a lot of my close friends, and buddies, Joe, you're a bit of a sports nerd, aren't you? I mean, you know quite a bit about sports, dude. I mean, it takes a certain level of nerdiness to know all these damn numbers and the histories and everything else behind these sports teams. I mean, it takes a lot of devotion and fandom, I'll tell you what. Okay, Joe admits, yeah, I'm a sports nerd. Okay. Eddie says, hell no, I was 8 feet tall. No Barney, LOL, just a yellow dinosaur. You were a yellow dinosaur. Okay. Got any pictures of that? You ought to put them on your Facebook page. Eddie was a yellow dinosaur. Dinosaur. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, here I'm going to admit something I've been watching lately. And it's my kid's fault, most of it. Okay, you can't solely blame everything on somebody unless they hold a gun to your head or something like that. Or you just get thrown in a situation that you had no choice in. But I've been watching Pokemon. Okay, Joe says, gotta get back. Have a swell day, everyone. Joe, you have a swell day too. Thank you for using the swell word. You have a swell day too, buddy. Because you're a swell guy. So you deserve it. What was I saying? Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon. Been watching Pokemon. My kids love it. I got my two youngest, I call them my babies, no matter how old they are. They'll always be my babies. Now all my kids will. Even the one that's bigger than me and has biceps the size of my head is still my baby. He's just a very big, brawny, muscular baby. But started watching Pokemon with my youngest two. They're Pokemon nerds all the way. So I started watching it with them because I'm like, this is what they like. They don't want to watch some cheesy ass documentary that Dad wants to watch. Okay. And so I watched Pokemon with them. Then one day out of the blue, the family's all sitting around the couch, and it's my turn to choose something to watch. And I'm like, I choose some kind of Pokemon movie. There's a bunch of Pokemon movies out there. Let's get that out there first. So there's a bunch of Pokemon movies. Well, I choose one. Out of the blue, it's my wife and me and my youngest daughter sitting around the TV, and I choose a Pokemon movie because I'm thinking in my head, well, this is a whole movie. Give me an hour and a half to sit back with my wife and my little one and relax, and my little one should enjoy it too. Even though it was 100% my choice, I chose a Pokemon movie. I ended up liking the movie. Yeah, I think it was called Pokemon I Choose You. I actually enjoyed the movie, guys. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah, and I've never found enjoyment really in those Pokemon shows or movies and stuff, really, until I watched this movie. And then I actually enjoyed it. I'll admit it. See, Eddie says, yeah, it's on my Facebook pictures. All right, I'll have to check that out. Eddie says, don't forget to share this as well. Okay. Are you talking about me sharing it or you sharing it? Are you talking about sharing the show? Because you're free to share everything. The show, share things about joining the group. You can share that with people. And once again, about the group, if we can try, like the people we invite, I think, we try to invite grown-ups because probably don't want little kids watching, looking at some of the crap we talk about. But, let's see, Eddie says, I like Pikachu. Pokemon. Okay, you like Pikachu. Yeah, that's my daughter's favorite of all of the Pokemon. She's a Pikachu fan. My son is like, Pikachu's for babies. Although he's a Pokemon fan, I guess Pikachu is just, he's past Pikachu. He's too big. He's too much of a big boy for Pikachu anymore, Okay, Eddie says Pokemon 2000. I don't know if I've seen that. And Eddie says, yeah, the videos. Okay, are you talking about me sharing the videos? Because I don't really know how much more I can share of them besides having them on my, I have them on my, what do you call that? Your feed or your page or whatever, your profile page. But I choose when or at least I think I do. I think I have the Wasted Lunch episodes. I think I have them set to public. I think so. Okay? So I don't know how much more sharing I can do. If you know something more than what I'm talking about, by all means, share the information with me. Okay? And like I said, by all means, share the videos with friends too. Go for that too. Crap. Forgot to ask. Okay, Eddie says have the people watching this video to share. Oh, good idea, Eddie. Good idea. Simply, what you're talking about is for me to say out loud, hey guys, remember to share Wasted Lunch videos. That's what you're getting at, Eddie. Okay, I'm just not that sharp right now, okay? I need to, maybe I need more coffee right now. I haven't overdone it yet, okay? Haven't overdone it yet. Still not coffee drunk. So, that's what you're talking about. Simply saying, hey guys, everybody watching this, please share this video. Good point, Eddie. I ought to, pardon me, got this weird hiccup thing going on here. Okay, it's gone. Yes, good point, dude. Very good point. Yeah, when I open up my video, that should be one of the things I say during the intro is remember to share it, right? Good damn point, Eddie. I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but that's what I like about this whole thing. We can all share ideas, and I can learn. Watch me grow. Watch me grow, Mommy. And he says, more people that you get watching these videos, LOL. Exactly. Just try to get more people to like the page. Good point. You know, and it's silly because you've already said it before about sharing. And I'm just like, okay, Eddie. And I'm just thinking in my mind, well, I am sharing it. But just what the heck is it? Yeah, just say it out loud. Hey, folks, share the page. Now I get it, Eddie. Now I get it. See, it looks like we lost Sean. That's terrible. Sean's usually good to go. All right. So, Eddie, what are you nerdy about? Got to be something you're nerded out on, right? Something. Is it a guilty pleasure? Is it something where you're like, I'm kind of corny for liking this, but I still do. Well, you like Pokemon. You don't give a crap what anybody thinks. You're a lot younger than me, though. So you also have the excuse of, well, I grew up liking Pokemon, so I like Pokemon. It's a nostalgic thing, you know. And he says arcades. Arcades. There aren't a whole lot of them anymore, are there? Boy, when I was a kid, talk about the age of arcades. That was a golden era of arcades. When I was a real tiny little kid, the arcade still had lots of pinball machines. But as I got older, okay, the pinball machine section started shrinking. And the video games started taking up those spots where those pinball machines were. It's kind of a shame. Pinball machines are beautiful things, I think. Let's see, Eddie says, I have 3 arcades that I work on in my basement, and I have a jukebox. Awesome. That's a hell of a hobby there, dude. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'm sure you remember the little town of Navarre outside of Massillon. There was a guy who had a business there. He just closed up shop this year, I think. But he had a jukebox and pinball machine business. I don't know if he made any money off of it, but he had pinball machines and jukeboxes, and jukeboxes are just amazing things. Well, jukeboxes are too, but pinball machines are amazing. The art on them, I don't know what they call the big stand-up thing on the back. You know, that's usually glass with beautiful artwork painted on it. And you've got all the mechanisms inside of it, all the guts flinging the pinball around and smacking it, hitting it, and making all the bloop, bloop, bleep, bleep, and blinky, blanky noises and sounds and visuals happening. They're really cool. My father-in-law is an old radio fan. He likes fixing up old radios. So, Eddie says, I would like to do pinball machines. You're talking about the back glass. Thank you for the terminology, dude. The back glass, yeah. A lot of the times, those had some beautiful, amazing artwork on them. There was one pinball machine this guy was selling. It was like an Art Deco style artwork and had like this beautiful lady painted on the back of it. I don't know what the name of the pinball machine was called or game, but it was awesome. The chick was really, like I said, stylized. Okay, this is a beautiful woman whose features were kind of vague. I mean, it didn't look like, okay, that's a real woman, like a picture of a real woman. It looked like a painting of a woman. And it's just a really cool looking pinball machine, and he was selling that. I don't know how much it was. It was enough to where I didn't even consider buying it. You know, it was one of them things I looked at, and I'm like, oh, I'd love to have this. And that was about it. But, you know, yeah, I know people really get into that stuff. You know, I wouldn't know the first thing about the mechanics of it. I'm not an electronics whiz. I just have not devoted any of my life to doing electronics work. Things that I tend to get an interest in, though, I tend to go full scale assault on. I mean, I tend to totally wrap myself up into things, hobbies and things like that. I get totally into them, want to learn everything about them, and electronics has just not been one of those hobbies that I have ended up getting interested in. So that is why I don't know a whole lot about them. Oh, man. So you've got 3 arcade machines and a jukebox. Awesome. Now, what stage are they in? I mean, are they like, do you still have like massive work to do these things to get them working, or what? I'm going back and forth. Water, coffee, coffee, water. Oh, man. I like Thursdays. Let's see, Eddie, I got a question for you. Because here's the question. Sometimes when people post comments, there's like a lag. It takes a second for it to get back to me. Have you ever been on live? Let's see, Eddie says, I like coin-operated stuff. They're fully working now. Cool. I was raised working on computers. Let me see here. I was raised working on computers and stuff. My first computer was a Windows 98, and my father got frustrated because he didn't know how to use it. So my father threw it out my window. What? But he got me another computer. So he got the computer, and he's like, throws it out the window, chucks it out the window, and then gets you another computer. So I could see you sitting there watching the computer go past. I hope the window was open. Okay, Eddie says, yes, I have once. Okay. All right, well, would you want to go live? Just a question. You don't have to. No pressure. No pressure. Go live, go live, go live. No pressure. But no, if you want to go live, we'll try going live. It's just sometimes it's fun to go live. Okay. It don't bother me, says Ed D. All right, well, I'll go ahead. Here's what I'm going to do. I throw you a request thing, or I don't know what the hell buttons you got to push to be added. I know some people get frustrated the hell out. It says it's adding you. I don't know what you got. There you go. You're sideways, Eddie.
All right, better?
Okay, you back down there. That's better. That's better. All right.
What's going on?
All right. Not much. So, you're a kid from Ohio, right?
Yep.
Now, how old are you?
26, turning 27 in September.
Okay. Okay. So to me, you're still a kid, and I'm still older than you. You're not a 19-year-old, but you're still a kid to me, I guess. Take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Take it as a compliment. Okay? When everybody starts calling you sir, that's when you need to start worrying about shit.
Yep.
All right?
Oh, I agree.
Okay? You're not going to like it. You think that you would like it right now. You think the respect, the austerity, no. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You don't want to be a sir.
No, the reason being, all right, is you're going to grow up way too fast. Okay? And I try to be mentally stable to the point where I like to be in the moment. You know what I mean? Not like grow up too fast, but not too slow either.
Right. So All right, so let's see if I'm on the same wavelength here. All right. You want to be able to stop and smell the roses. You want to be
Exactly.
able to learn from life while you're going about it. So you kind of want to be um, kind of what's very popular now. People are talking about this. It's all the rage. It's all the rage in psychological health circles and in homeopathic like yoga type stuff is what they call mindfulness. You ever hear that term?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So that's kind of sounds sort of like what you're talking about. You want to be able to be in the moment, but you also don't want to be a dumbass either and not learn from
Exactly.
life. Okay.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Because every day you're
Gotcha.
learning. Every day you're learning, no matter what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think one of the things that makes people uh wise or more wiser than they used to be is trying to choose what situations to put themselves into to where they will be learning practical wisdom, if you know what I mean. If
Yeah, you're right.
because like you're always learning, like you said, but if you make a conscious effort to aim yourself to be in more productive spots, whether that's sitting down with a damn book about some manual and reading about stuff that you care about and you want to work on,
Yep.
as opposed to sitting your ass down on a couch in front of a video game all day.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, for example, with my arcade games. All right. I have one right behind me right now. All right. I'm still working on that one. I just have to connect the wires back together. But
Oh,
this
wow.
one, let me see if I can do this. Okay. Like that one works, that jukebox.
Sweet.
And then I
It's
have that one
awesome.
over there.
Is that like one of them things where you win a prize there?
Yep, exactly. The sports arena. And
Sweet.
then I have the Coors Light bowling.
Nice. Dude, that's one of those games there, dude. That's one of those games that's like really hard to get bored with.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
Sweet. How did you end up acquiring these games and jukeboxes and stuff?
To be honest, Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace.
Sweet.
Yep.
That's really
Like
cool.
for example, the jukebox I have, all right, that I found on Craigslist that they were throwing out on the side of the road. So I decided to pick it up. Yeah,
When?
exactly. Exactly. The only thing I had to do was put CDs in it, and that fully functioned. Uh,
So a little bit of muscle work and some CDs and you're rocking and rolling, literally.
yep.
Damn, I bet that's heavy as hell, ain't it, Eddie?
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, like everything is fully functional. Let me get the key out so I could actually
Oh
see
my,
what the inside looks like.
hell yeah. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Wow. I've never seen the belly of the beast.
It's pretty unique, actually. But yeah, that's the amplifier right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then
Good for
back up there.
you, dude.
Oh yeah, but yeah. That's the only thing I had to do was put CDs in it. So I got full CDs now. But yeah.
Wow. That's so cool. That's so cool, man.
Yeah, pretty
Now,
much.
did you get that when you were in Ohio or in New York?
In New York here.
Okay.
Yeah, right before I moved to Ohio.
Okay. So wait, okay, hold up here now. Were you born and raised in Ohio?
No, 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 no. I was born and raised in
Okay.
Poughkeepsie. Okay.
Okay.
And then I moved to Davenport, New York, which is upstate, like 2 hours away from Canada. Okay.
Oh shit.
So then from Davenport, I
Hello,
decided to
Sean.
move to Ohio.
Okay.
And then I was there for 2.5 years, and then I came back here.
All right. Okay. So what brought you to Ohio? Don't tell me a girl.
Oh no, 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 no. No, my uncle actually. I was
Okay.
helping him
Or a
and
dude. I don't know. It's 2019. Maybe a dude. I don't know. I don't
no,
know how you roll. I don't know.
no,
Okay. Your uncle lives in Ohio.
yeah, yep,
Okay.
yes.
Sweet. Hello,
I was
Sean.
helping him out and stuff.
So you end up in Ohio. You work at the mall out here,
Yep, pretty
and
much.
then what happens that makes you want to go back to Poughkeepsie?
Oh, my father has MS, so I had to help him out.
Okay.
So, so basically, I'm a home health care. I have my certification and all that.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, so I'm helping him out.
Well, that's good that you're helping your dad out when he really could use it, you know. Are you and
Yep.
your dad close?
To a point, yes and no. I mean, me and him butt heads, but at the end of the day, we still love each other, you know? So it's kind of
That's
like,
good.
yeah,
That's good.
yep.
Um, so did you like Ohio or not?
It's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. I
Yeah.
didn't like the crime that was over there. Okay. But for everything that's over there, like for a pack of cigarettes, it's only like $6. Where
Yeah.
over here it's $12.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
My gosh.
And gas over here is $2.65 right now.
Oh wow.
For over there, it's probably like $1 something.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. They jacked it up on us. And what's weird is yesterday I was in a spot. I was in a spot, had to get gas, and it's funny. Half the gas stations, it was like 249. Okay. So it went up here too. But then there was another half of the gas stations where it was 209.
Oh
Big
wow.
difference at the same exact time. So it was but you know, you would think gas would be cheaper here. They're pulling a lot of shit out of the ground here in Ohio. Mostly natural gas though, but they are pulling some oil and shit out of the ground here too.
Oh wow.
It kind of Ohio is a booming state for that natural gas stuff. Um, where I live now, we've got railroad tracks, and they are packed with these big black tanker cars. And
Okay.
I mean, you get caught up on the tracks, dude, and I mean, you're waiting for like a mile of these things to go past. They're constantly filling them up. They're running these huge pipelines from Ohio all through Canada, southeastern United States, I believe. It's
Yeah.
people out in the sticks where they're getting most of this stuff from. There's a lot of people turn into millionaires overnight, dude, from
Wow.
them drilling on their land. Sean says we still still going fire skiing. No, we're not. Sean, we are live with Eddie right now from New York, and He was an Ohio boy for a second there and ended up back in New York, but not that New York.
No, just the countryside.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't realize that there is a lot of country in New York, and
Yeah.
a lot of people don't realize that, for lack of a better term, okay, and I'm allowed to say it because I'm half hillbilly. I call myself a metro billy, okay?
Yep.
I'm a cultured hillbilly, okay? So I'm a metro billy. But a lot
Yep.
of people don't realize there are a lot of hillbilly-ish type folks in New York. Lots of them.
Oh yeah. Yep. A lot of rednecks. I can tell you that for a fact.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I think everybody when they think if they don't go to New York much, they just think New York City is like all of New York or something.
Exactly. When I say New York, everybody says, "Oh, are you from Manhattan?" Or no, I'm not from the city. I'm like 2 hours away from the city. But but it's kind of funny that everybody assumes I'm from New York or New York City.
Yeah. So you came over to Ohio and you moved
Yep.
into a high crime area in Ohio,
Yeah. Yep. Canton
which
Southwest.
probably is the worst area you lived in your entire life, technically,
Yeah.
crime wise.
Yep. Like I didn't
I mean,
over here. All right. I didn't have to watch out for my bicycle getting stolen, or if I wanted to warm up my car. Okay.
yeah,
I could warm up my car without no hesitation, no nothing. But over
yeah.
there, it was like you had to watch out, see if anybody's gonna take it, or you have to lock everything up. And it's like, yeah, I never really lived like that before.
Yeah, it's the damnedest thing because it's a medium to small city with big city crime problems is
Yep.
what I see.
Oh yeah.
See, shots at try Cleveland, same thing, only bigger.
Never been to Cleveland. I only been in Canton. Like I
Yeah,
never really got
and
out of that area.
yeah, and I'm sure, dude, I'm sure to a lot of people in their minds, Ohio is nothing but country, nothing but farms, you know.
Yep. Yep.
But Northeast Ohio is pretty much the most populated corner of Ohio. You got Cleveland, you got Youngstown, Akron, Canton,
I've been to
and a
Akron
bunch of,
a couple of times actually, but nothing too bad.
yeah, it's nothing really to write home about. I mean, Cleveland's got some nice architecture and stuff, but if you end up in the wrong area, it can be dangerous.
Oh
You know.
yeah. But that's everywhere. So if you actually think about it, that's everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. It's just Cleveland's one of those cities where there's a lot a lot more of that area is dangerous because a lot of the people with money got the hell out of town is what happened. And they fled to the suburbs and then what was left in town were a bunch of people with no money. And not saying that, everybody's poor, everybody who's poor is bad. I mean, then that mean I'm a bad guy too. I'm not rolling in the dough myself.
No. And that's
Sean
the
said
thing.
that.
Like, what'd you say?
Oh, Sean said, I remember someone was shot near the hospital. Are you talking in Canton? That shit's daily there, dude.
Oh yeah. Well, I remember working in Duber McDonald's. All right, and I was cleaning the
Oh, nice.
bathroom. Yeah, I was cleaning the bathrooms, and I found the guy OD in the bathroom.
Oh, shit.
And then right before my shift started one day, we got robbed. So it's like, okay, I'm glad that I wasn't
Nice.
there though.
Yeah, you lucked the hell out there, man.
Yeah, we did. Yep.
So, Facebook. What do you think about Facebook? Just how long you been a Facebook user?
Oh, I would say since I was 13, 14.
Oh shit. You
Yeah.
grew up on that shit, man.
Yeah, basically. That's why I kind of know like all the ins and outs of Facebook. But like I was telling you before with YouTube, okay?
Yeah.
Because if you get, I believe, 100,000 views or something like that, you could get paid for it.
Right.
Okay. So what I was thinking is to help you out is if instead of you going Facebook Live, go YouTube Live, and then put the link onto your page saying that you're live on YouTube,
Okay.
and then they can
Right.
still see your comments and stuff like that as well, and then you could have people actually um do, doing what we do basically. You know what I mean?
Right. You can still get the comments, and I can still interact with people and all that cool stuff, which
Exactly.
is right. Um, yeah. Well, if I can, boils down to me finding an old phone, dude. Seriously, if I can find an old phone, I can simultaneously broadcast on YouTube and Facebook, and then like what you're saying, kind of cross-reference each other. Like on Facebook, point to YouTube, hey, check this out. And then on Facebook, point or YouTube, point to you know what I
Yeah,
mean, right? I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Okay. But
That could be.
and then when you were talking about sharing, were you saying that, when I'm doing my show, I should also mention to people, hey, share this?
Yeah.
Were you getting?
Yep.
Okay.
Like
That's,
in the
I think,
beginning of the show, and then maybe in the middle, and then at the end, always mention it as well. Because of the fact that if you get so many views, okay, and if you get many likes onto your page and stuff, that will actually help you out as well.
okay.
Because I'm not 100% sure if you get paid through Facebook or not. I'm not 100% sure about that. But
I don't know.
I know with YouTube you do though.
Right, right, because they use your ass for advertising.
Exactly.
Sorry, Sean, I'm just getting back to you, buddy. You said someone shot near the hospital in Cleveland. Yeah, that's no, well, I'll tell you what, where Cleveland Clinic is located is actually a really bad neighborhood. One of the top hospitals in the country, in the world even, and it's located in the hood. Sean says, hey, Paul, which Goodwill did you find the board? I found it at the Maslin Goodwill. Last time I was there, I did not see it. Sean's asking about a glow-in-the-dark Ouija board. I didn't buy it.
Spencer's
I'm
has
kind of on the, what's
Spencer's
that?
has Spencer's has glow in the dark Ouija boards, I believe.
There you go, if you want to buy one new.
And then if you go on eBay as well, they have new glow in the dark ones, but I believe it's wooden, not the cardboard ones.
Okay.
And I believe they're
So
like
now,
$30 or something like that.
okay, Eddie, do you believe in like spirits and stuff like that?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, so do you think, are you the kind of guy who's like, oh, I want to mess with the Ouija board?
I did. I actually messed with the Ouija board multiple times, actually. Okay.
And yeah,
And
tell us about
my experience wasn't really that good. I mean, I got a guy literally that got stabbed in the back or something like that. Because I asked him how he died, and he said he got stabbed. Okay.
it. Wow.
And then I asked him, how old are you? He said 36. Like this is when I was
Uh,
15 or 16 at the time. And then all of a sudden the candles blew out. So it's like,
oh shit.
okay. Yeah, so instead of saying goodbye, I just basically ran to the door with my friend, turned the lights on and everything. It's like, okay, enough with that.
Wow.
And then another time I was with my cousin, and he decided to play the Ouija board. I said, sure, why not, We were bored. So we decided to play in his room. And at that time, I forget exactly what happened. All I remember is the door closed on itself, okay?
All right.
and the lights flicker without the lights being on. Like the light switch wasn't even like the light switch was off, but
Yeah,
the lights
that's not cool. That's not good.
exactly exactly. So that's the last time I played with the Ouija board.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my thing is, okay, I'm sort of a skeptic when it comes to spirit stuff. I believe we have souls. Okay, I think there's something special about us. Uh, but the Ouija board thing, I don't believe in like ghost haunting houses, or at least the idea of it doesn't bother me. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I don't look at myself as some sort of a druid priest or specialist when it comes to spiritual stuff. So it's like, why would I mess with something that I have totally no idea? To me, it's like the idea is like going into a professional chemistry set and just slapping shit together, not knowing what's going to come about of it,
Yeah.
Seems dangerous,
Oh yeah, most
you know?
definitely. Yeah, because like you said, you have no control over what happens.
I mean, so you're talking to spirits and stuff. They know what's going on. They reside in this spiritual realm. They know how to move back and forth through it, and energy and all this stuff. And all we know is, our flesh and blood kind of experience. I don't know. Kind of weird.
It is. It really is. But like I said, I mean, I do mess with it a little bit here and there. But my cousin, she's a Wiccan. A Wiccan. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like I believe in it, but I don't believe in it. You know what I mean?
Right. So she do stuff like messing with herbs and alchemy, or what do they do?
She has candles. She has the sage. She has all that crap. And it's
Right.
like, why? Like she says that's for protection. Like the white candles for protection or some crap like that.
Yeah.
Uh, the red one, like there's red, black, white, green, I believe. But I never really got into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, so you believe that we have souls?
Oh yeah, yep,
Okay. Now, do you believe that we have a creator?
yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
But then again, it's kind of like who? Okay, this is gonna be something stupid, but when we sleep, where do we go? Like our conscience is basically not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sleep is a weird thing, man. It is. I'll give you that. Sleep is a funky thing. I don't know. I
It,
mean, you go so many places while you're sleeping, do so many
exactly.
strange things. Maybe you're onto something. Sean says, what happens if your Ouija gets cursed by a satanic priest?
Burn it.
Yeah, I would say I wouldn't mess with it if you knew such a thing. Maybe you don't want to get one secondhand, you know?
Pretty much. I mean,
I,
the
I
only
know.
thing I would do is burn it.
I mean, that's creepy. Dude, your basement looks pretty damn nice, dude. Is that a
It's dirty
basement?
right now. Yeah, it's dirty right now.
Yeah.
But me and my father are working on our pool table. Like,
Sweet.
yeah. And yeah, pretty much. Nothing too big. So we have a bar, like arcade game, popcorn machine, talking.
Nice. See, Dwayne says hi. Hi, Dwayne. How we doing? Sean says, hey, how's the workshop looking? My workshop is looking terrible. I haven't been out there. We had a blizzard the other day, if you don't remember. And I don't have heat in my shop. Sean says, hi, Dwayne.
So how do you know Dwayne, Eddie?
We were actually.
Oh, don't tell me we lost Eddie.
All right.
Okay.
No. So basically, I met him at the mall. Okay.
Okay.
When I was working at Solar X, the sunglass kiosk.
Gotcha.
And then I met him again when I was in the hospital because I have asthma. So
All right.
he had something to do with his arm or something like that. But
Okay.
I also hurt my knee. I got arthritis in my knee. So
Oh.
when I was there at the hospital, I was in the waiting room with Colin and Dwayne, one of his friends. So me and
Okay.
him were just talking. So yeah.
Wow. Small world.
Yep. Pretty much.
Dude, I just got a friend request from, and I don't know his first name. Doggone it. I should have. I just noticed it before I went on live. So I didn't remember his first name from a different person whose last name is Taylor. I don't know if he could be related or not to you. I don't know.
No idea. There is so many, like, I know this doesn't sound gross, but I'm not one of them. But you know how
Okay.
the family tree is supposed to go up and spread out, right?
Right. Supposed to.
Yeah, ours don't. We go like in a circle and goes back down and then goes back up again. Like we married inside the family. Like for example, okay, my father is dating my stepmom, who is also my cousin on my mother's side.
Okay.
My
Wow.
mother,
Okay.
my mother married my uncle on my father's side.
Okay.
My
Weird.
aunt, yeah, like my aunt married my cousin. Yeah, like it's just so messed up.
But okay, hold up here. Your mom married your
My uncle,
uncle
yeah,
on your dad's side.
yeah,
She married your dad's brother.
yeah.
Was this before or after you were born?
After I was 14 or 13 at the time when she did that.
Okay.
Yeah,
But technically they're not related though, right?
technically you're right. Technically,
Okay. So this
but
is like one of the seven brides for seven brothers kind of things going on here. Sean says it's all in the family.
exactly, exactly. It really is though. What? What are you talking about, Dad? I'm not
Uh-oh.
my father.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's kind of messed up.
Eddie explaining family secrets that are supposed to be kept in the dark.
Exactly. But yeah,
Wow.
but the thing is though, everybody gets along. That's great. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Oh, man. Wow. So, Eddie, you've acquired some tattoos over the years.
Yes.
Um, did you get hooked on getting tattoos, getting a tattoo addiction or something?
When I was 16, yes. But then when I grew up to like 20, I decided not to get any more. But then, like
Oh,
I said before, I did get another stupid tattoo. So it's like,
right.
yeah.
You never got any on your hands or your neck or head or anything, right?
Hold on one quick second. I'll show you. You can't see none of my tattoos. No, nothing. Okay.
There you go. So you can have your professional look.
Like I got that.
Okay.
Brothers keepers. Yeah. So it's kind of like, yeah. It's like I got this one right here. I got that one. And then I got that one. So yeah.
So
I
what is the
got
Brothers Keeper about?
okay, me and my brother, he's not really my brother, he's more like a really, really best friend. Okay.
Okay.
That I consider my brother. Okay. And what happened was I wanted to get a matching tattoo with him. So he drew up the design, first idea, and then my friend did the rest, like the Brothers Keepers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Wow. Each one tells a different story. I have to admit, man, mine pretty much, my tattoos are just, they're things I like. You know, I got monsters tattooed on me. I like monsters.
Oh, that's
There
cool.
isn't any, there isn't any like really cool symbolism or anything going on with mine. I don't have any, cool stories like that. It's like, now the guy's got monsters tattooed on him. Must like monsters.
Yeah,
That's
right?
pretty much it.
Yep.
Sean says when he said stupid tattoo, I thought he was going to say he has a tattoo of SpongeBob or the Teletubbies or something.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
No.
which one's your stupid tattoo? Which one's the dumb one? Oh my gosh. Is that mobile backwards?
No, it's actually with the camera how it is. It says mobile like
Okay. That's
yeah.
right. That's right. We're looking in reverso vision. Whose face is that?
Oh, one of my friends, buddies.
So this guy isn't even necessarily your friend.
Yeah.
So you got a tattoo of some dude who's not really one of your buddies.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
But now
All
here's the
right.
thing. But it was like I wanted a tattoo. I needed a tattoo. So yeah.
All right, Eddie, we got
Yep.
to see that one more time, buddy. I'm sorry. We got to see this again now that we know that you don't even really know this dude that well. Oh my gosh. Well, it looks like a good tattoo though.
It is.
It's a damn shame you don't there's no significant reason for you to have it. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yep.
Oh shit.
But my tattoo guy does good work though. He really does. He has his own shop and everything.
Damn. Sean says, tell that story about when your front door was open at the store. Are you talking to me? Front door open at the store. I'm trying to think here.
I'm trying to think
What
too.
story? I don't know. When your front door was open at that store. Oh, Sean's talking. Okay, I know what he's talking about. Okay, well, one of the days I like to do most embarrassing stories things. I think I asked you to tell me
Yeah.
something embarrassing. Okay, well, so when somebody's new on that's never been new before, I like to have them share something embarrassing. Because I've already done it myself, already shared it. One time I was at Best Buy and I had been there for, I don't know, probably over half an hour, right? And um, I kept feeling a draft down below. Okay. And
Okay.
then I realized that I had that pair of pants. Everybody owns at least one pair of them where the zipper does not like to stay up. Okay.
Yep.
I was wearing that pair. I was wearing that pair of pants, and I was also wearing that pair of boxers that doesn't really stay closed in the front either. Okay.
Okay.
So I was walking around with an iguana dangling. And so I'm like, I had no idea how long I had been in this store and just hanging out, literally, dude. And I'm like, oh my gosh, throw my stuff in there and zip up. I'm like, oh my gosh, what in the hell? This is horrible. I could have been in trouble for that. I mean, I'm like, what the hell? I had no idea. I just felt cold air. And I'm like, how long have I been standing around like a maniac,
Right.
with it open and my junk hanging out, So that was embarrassing. And it's hard for me to find embarrassing stories because I don't get embarrassed that easy. But that time, I mean, it really was because I had no idea. And I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody walked past. I must look like a pervert or something. I mean,
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, no, but that happened, and that's the way it happened. And so, damn it, you got to be careful. You need, with them boxer briefs, you don't have to worry about that shit, but like the old school boxers, some of them, you got to be careful with that shit. It's
Oh
bad,
yeah.
bad,
Bad juju.
yeah. I mean, that's not what I tried to do. That's not what I set out for that day. I'm going to go be obscene, at Best Buy.
Yeah.
Sean asked, was that before you met Teresa? Yes, it was. Yeah, but that's not how I met her. I didn't, go about meeting ladies like that. Hello! Hi!
Yep. Oh, I forgot to show
Jake.
you one more. I forgot to show
All
you
right.
this one. Hold on. It goes all over my back.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Jeez.
But yeah, that's all of
It's
them.
weird. Okay. I mean, it almost looks like, what it reminds me of, and it's probably not what you're going for, but it kind of reminds me of like antlers too.
Yeah,
That
it does.
tattoo.
Well, here's the thing, all right? My cousin, when he was first learning tattoo, okay, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. But that right there, that one long piece with the two,
Yeah.
okay, that's all it was. Was that long piece right there. And
Okay.
I had that for at least 6 years, 7 years. And my cousin decided to make it better. So that's what happened. But all my
It
tattoos,
grew.
exactly. But with all my tattoos, because I am a manager and all that, or was a manager, I couldn't have any tattoos that were showing. So all my tattoos, they can't be seen. Except for that one.
Well, dude, that's just good common sense too. Because once you get a tattoo on your neck or your head or your hands, nobody takes you serious from that point on.
Exactly.
I mean, whether that's right or wrong, it's the facts. I mean, that's how it is. People look at you and they're like thug,
Yep.
freak. And I think
Exactly.
it's always going to be like that. I mean, tattoos are more widely accepted now than ever before, but you still, if you want to be taken serious, you still got to keep them off your hands, your neck, and your face, unless,
I agree
now
with you
like
100%.
tattoo artists can get away with that shit, if that's all they're planning on ever doing, that's cool. But
Yep.
Sean says if you ever go to the woods, just squat. Sean had to use the restroom one time. He said that he was in the woods. He had to take a poop. He went, did everything, but he forgot to squat when he pooped. So he ended up, I guess, you know, well, that's what happened with Sean. He ended up pooping in his pants.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That
that was one of
sucks.
his embarrassing stories. Yeah. Everybody's got one, you know, and I think what makes a difference between people are the people who are willing to share their embarrassing stories, you know. Some people don't want to share that stuff.
Yep, I agree.
Um, you're 26 years old. You are in New York, in Poughkeepsie. You're looking for a job. Um, are you happy with life?
For the most part, yeah. For the most
Okay.
part,
All right. You're happy about who you are.
yeah. Yep.
Okay. You love yourself.
To the most part, yeah. Why not?
Well, good. No, no, I'm a people person, Eddie, and um so when I talk to people, it interests me how people, you know, I've done wasted lunches before on where I've talked about self-love and making sure, you know, trying to preach I don't know, I mean, I'm not a preacher, but kind of preaching the word of, you know, having love for oneself and one's, you know, I I I don't think there's enough love in this world, and I'm kind of, I guess, sort of on a mission to spread the word of love. I'm
Well,
not a
if you
hippie
actually
or
think
anything.
about it, but this world as it is right now, all right, we're fucked. No doubt about it. You know? And to the point where all there is now is all hate. There's no love. And that's what we have to do. We have to show love for the people.
Yeah.
I mean, not trying to be an asshole or anything, but it's kind of like we have to show what people are, not who they are, but what they are. You know?
Yeah, I think I'm following you.
So it's kind of like always try to help out as much as you can and try to show them what they are.
Yeah, for real. And you know, and that's the thing. That's why I like what I do with the show. You know, I have fun. It's fun just talking and rapping back and forth, but it's I've also gotten feedback before from people who are like happy that they found the show because they're like, you know, I'm a happier person. And I'm like, wow, that's friggin' awesome. You know, I mean, I didn't know me sitting around being an idiot would help anybody.
Yeah,
So, but if it does, I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to hear it. I mean, because I'm a people person, you know, I guess that's how I ended up doing what I'm doing. And, you know, I don't ever close my ear to advice. Like when you were sharing with me, when you were talking to me about sharing and trying this and that, you know, I do take this stuff in, and you know, I would love. Here's my. I'll go ahead and share my kind of dream or goal with you. Okay, is that I would like to get to the point where I could do two things. One, simultaneously do Facebook and YouTube at the same exact time. That saves me the trouble of having to upload my videos after the fact to YouTube.
right.
Okay. Two, I can reach more people at the
Yep.
same time. Another part of my goal, another goal I have is I would love to end up having the show to where I could have special shows to where it was a format where every now and then it'd be like a special where it'd be me and some people sitting around a table with a couple cameras, switching back and forth and rapping about whatever. And I think that would be fun too. You know, actually have a couple cameras, some microphones. That's to me, that's one of my goals in my life right now. Um, you know, of course, with that, I'd have to have somebody who could, you know, switch back and forth, I guess, between the cameras and, You know, that stuff costs money, you know. I mean, I'm sure you probably need a laptop or something. I'm not a tech guru, you know,
Right.
but
But now that's the thing,
anyway,
like if you did it like simultaneously, all right, you have to think about this as well. You're going to have more people like how we are, okay? If you have like YouTube, and if somebody wants to join on YouTube, they wouldn't be able to see the whole conversation on Facebook.
right. That's true too. What I do to kind of fill that void in is that's why I try. Sometimes I miss it, but I try and read people's comments. Sometimes I miss them because, especially if I'm going live with somebody else, like me and you are talking right now, it's real easy to miss a comment. And here's another weird thing that happens, dude, is sometimes I swear it, I've paid attention to everything that pops up, and sometimes I swear like comments did not pop up live when they should have, and I notice them afterwards, and I'm like, what the hell? I never saw that while we were doing the show. You know, it's weird shit,
Oh yeah,
but
I
it
agree.
happened.
Yeah.
But so your big goals right now, you want to get a job, and right now it sounds like from what you were talking the other day, where you're at geographically, that you're not being real picky about what job you get. Is that
Exactly,
accurate?
because a job is a job, no matter what it is. Okay, I don't care until I get back on my feet the way I'm supposed to be. Okay, I don't care as long as it's a job.
Yeah. Now, can you type?
Yeah, yep.
You say, yeah, like, yeah, of course. Of course I can type. I'm
No,
like, you son of a,
I usually do 110 words per minute.
oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's a lot more than my two. Um,
Yeah,
so you can type, dude. Well, that's a whole damn world of potentially online kind of things you can do. I mean, there's got to be shit you could do online, right?
well, that's the thing. Okay, a lot of them are scams. A lot of
Okay.
them, a lot of them are like potential downfalls. Like they say that they're gonna pay you, but then they don't pay you. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm sure plenty of these companies have fake testimonials too.
Exactly. Like, for example, when I was 16, okay, my friend joined Verve. That's like an energy drink supplement,
Okay.
and it's a pyramid scheme. That's exactly what it
Uh,
is. So if you paid 150 bucks, you get, I believe it was four carton or four uh cases of energy drinks that you had to sell, and then
uh-huh.
you had to bring in more people, and the more people that you bring in, the more money that you get. Okay.
Nice.
So I did that for a year. And let me tell you, I never got paid for it. Never got nothing. But I didn't put my money in it. That's the thing. My friend did.
Okay.
So
Oh, okay. So your friend got screwed out of the money. You lost out time and effort is
exactly.
what you lost.
Yep.
Wow. Damn.
So it's kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's well, I hear you. So in order to make money, you would have to try and wade through this sea of bullshit to find the real opportunities, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what I've been trying to do. Like I tried doing yard work. I tried doing like all stupid stuff, just to make that extra buck.
Yeah.
But during this cold weather, I hate it with a passion. Because like I said, I have asthma and stuff. And
Yeah.
I know this doesn't sound stupid, but the cold activates my asthma. So I really
Oh,
tried doing
I
this.
believe that.
But once
Have
you
you
get
ever thought about, oh, sorry, dude. You ever thought about eBaying?
yes, yes. I actually put some stuff on eBay, like more arcade games I had. But
Yeah.
when I sold, this what really got me was I sold the arcade game that I bought for $200, and I sold it for 450. Okay,
Okay,
on eBay.
cool.
But eBay took out $95.
What?
Right, right.
Damn.
So I basically lost money technically because I had to fix up the arcade game. I had to do a lot of shit.
Damn. Here's what I was, I guess, going to suggest to you. You're at home a lot, right? Right
Mm,
now.
yep,
Okay. You got access to a car.
yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Um, yeah, a buddy of mine that I grew up with, he has to work a lot, dude. He's got to invest a lot of time. But what he does is he hustles. He goes to Goodwill, Salvation Armies, whatever, and buys used stuff and turns around and sells it on eBay. All right, collectibles, shoes, clothing, all kinds of shit, even cookware. He'll check out, see what it's selling for on eBay. If it's selling for good prices compared to what he can buy it for, then he turns it around and sells it on eBay to make profit on it.
Right,
I'm just suggesting that because, like I said, I know that, I mean, this is how this man survived. This is how he lives. That is his career. It's just eBay, dude. That's what he does. Um, and of course, there's all kinds of hassles and shit you got to put up with, dissatisfied customers or people wanting something for nothing. Of course, you're going to have idiots like that, but
yeah,
that is how this guy, I mean, that is how he lives. That is his career, is eBaying. And most of it's from Goodwills. When summer and spring comes around, he's garage sailing, and just checking
I usually
out,
go to
using
flea
your phone.
markets. Like in the
What's that?
summertime. In the summertime, I usually go to flea markets and stuff like that, to see if I could pick up something.
Yeah. I mean, but so you could be, you, if you could set aside, I don't know, $20 and do an experiment where you could see how much could I bring back from $20, spending $20, because you could spend $20 on some junk at Goodwill, but
Right,
you leaf through the stuff. What he does is he'll grab the things that he thinks might be good, right? He puts them in a cart, gathers up all the things that he thinks are possibly something to make profit on. And then he will push his cart somewhere in the store, hang out with his cart so people don't take the shit. Then he will go over this stuff on his phone, checking out completed items on eBay and see if they've sold for any profit compared to how much you'll have to spend at Goodwill. I
right.
mean, it's just, I don't know. I'm just throwing that idea out there. It's a possibility that you might want to consider because it takes very little money to, if you get some of the right stuff, you can get a decent return. Now you got to pay, of course you got to pay the eBay fees and all that stuff. I mean, that just comes with using their service, but
Right. That's
as
a good
long as
idea.
as long as you're willing to, uh, figure out how the hell you weigh things and the shipping and all that shit. I mean, you can get free boxes and stuff for shipping stuff and get a cheapo scale, I think, for weighing your stuff.
That's a good idea.
Um, just an idea. I don't know if you'd want to do it, but I can't think of any other way a person can take a few bucks and turn it around into something easier than doing the eBay thing. You know, what's up, Dale K? You know, but what have you got to lose besides, you know, if you can get a hold of 20 bucks?
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Uh,
But yeah, like I said, I try to make as much money as I can. But right now, it just sucks.
yeah. So, so you've been back in New York for how long? 3 months?
Uh, three or 4 months now.
Okay. Hi, Dale K. Talking to Eddie Taylor. Got your name right, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. I don't want to be calling you the wrong name here, and you know, and you just be like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm Biff Milligan. Sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
right.
but dude, I'm telling you, man, try that. You could be a cyber hustler.
That's a good idea.
I mean, if you got what it takes to make yourself get out there and lift one of those damn jukebox machines that weighs God knows how much those weigh,
At least 200
right?
pounds. At least.
Oh, I would guess so, at least. Shit.
I mean, this one right there, that crane machine,
Yeah.
that weighs at least 400. They get
Oh my God.
me and my friend had to actually pick it up and put it in my father's truck.
Dear
Like,
goodness.
yep, because all it is pure oak. It's not like the fake fiberglass or the fake wood and stuff like that. This is
Yeah.
all actually well built.
Damn. Get me some more agua. Not more coffee. I'm laying off the damn coffee.
Get
Jeez.
those jitters.
Yeah. Don't need that jittery shit going on with me, dude. I've been feeling
Yep.
pretty good today. I don't need that shit in my life. Let's see. Michael Nodine, or is it Nodine? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Says Bitcoin farming.
Yeah, I could do
You
that.
know Michael?
Yeah, he's my cousin.
Okay. What up, Michael? Bitcoin farming. I don't even know what kind of soil you would need to grow Bitcoins in. Well, manure and sunshine, water them, grow your Bitcoins. Bitcoin farming, huh? That's new shit to me. Anybody, do you know anything about that stuff, Eddie?
Not really. I'll talk to my cousin more about that because I have no idea exactly how to even do that, to be honest. Because I heard a lot of people talking about Bitcoin, how the servers went down or something like that last year.
Yeah.
So, and then they got like more like I guess money taken out of their accounts or something like that.
Let's see. Michael said hello back. Dale K laughed, probably about me talking about farming. And Michael says servers and powerful GPU and CPU. I don't even know what the heck a GPU is.
GPU,
I know a
graphics processor unit, I believe.
Okay. Okay. Good. That way, yeah, I didn't know what the hell that was. I know a CPU is a computer, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So I guess I figured a GPU was a gumputer. You know? I mean, shit, I don't know. Right? Weird. Oh man.
Yeah.
So you got these machines. If you had your choice, okay, if you could wave a magic wand and have another arcade machine or something, what would you own next?
Well, basically, I had Galaga, I had Miss Pac-Man, I had regular Pac-Man, I had Space Invaders, I had. So I never really owned a pinball. So I would rather have a pinball just to see how that would actually work.
Okay.
You know what
All
I
right,
mean?
Michael says, yeah. Michael says central process unit. Okay.
I was close.
Yeah, well then a GPU is a central process unit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Jeez. If you can't win them with wisdom, baffle them with bullshit, is an old phrase. My problem is, dude, when I throw the bullshit out there, I go ahead and I admit that I'm bullshitting. You know, I admit I'm full of shit. Do not ever want to be taken as somebody who's like, that guy really thinks he's clever and he just don't know. No, I know I don't know. Okay? I'm honest about not knowing shit.
Yep.
You know, because you're better off, you know, just being honest about not knowing something than trying to convince people and making yourself look even more stupid, you know.
Oh, yeah. Graphical processing unit. That's what it is for a GPU.
And that's what you said, right?
Yeah, it's a graphic processing. Yep.
So you were right, dude. All right. 1 point for Eddie, 0 for the pollster.
Yeah. Now, since we have more people watching, do you want to explain to them what this show is about?
Sure. Since we got, let's see, since we have Michael, who's new on here, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, Michael said Pong would be a good unit to have. Michael, you are taking part in Wasted Lunch, which is a noontime talk show on Facebook Live right now. Someday, hopefully, will be Facebook Live and YouTube, hopefully. But I'm Paul McVeigh. I host the show. And like I said, it's Monday through Friday, noontime, where we talk about just about anything and everything. But the good thing about this show is that it's not just me who makes up this show. It's other people like you, real people who I dialogue with and become part of the show. And if you like it, share it with anybody you know. Share Wasted Lunch. Wasted Lunch, the show. There's also a Facebook group, Wasted Lunch Facebook group, that you can join. And one of the only recurring themes that tends to happen on this show is it usually ends up being something bizarre but true gets discussed at some point in time during the show. Something strange ends up happening. And the Wasted Lunch group page on Facebook is now, it's still new, and it's already got all kinds of cool information and posts packed into there of all kinds of bizarre, weird, odd, true stories, lore and legends and strange stuff, all packed in there on the Wasted Lunch group page. But you know, you're welcome to join the show and hop in and become part of the dialogue. Michael says, cool. Michael says legal pot, and that has been discussed too on the show. Actually, quite a few times. Ohio just passed. Well, no, they passed, I think, over a year ago, the medical marijuana thing or whatever. Michael says, sweet. But yeah, check it out, Wasted Lunch.
Yeah.
Most of the, you know, pretty much none of the shows, you know, at one time, you could have gotten away with the little kid being in the room watching the show, but it is not so much that way now. Just things end up being brought up and talked about that are not kid friendly. Go ahead and admit that now. This is a big people show. It just is. You know, that's not our intention. The intention is not to be shocking and stuff, but a lot of weird shit gets talked about, and that's just how it is. That's why I said, with that,
I said, just don't get butthurt over it.
Exactly. I mean, that's it. Let's see. Michael says, all right, I'm going to have to go to lunch now. LOL. I shared the video. Sweet. Well, thank you, Michael. And I hope you spent some time wasting your lunch even before your lunch. So have a great day, dude. Wow. So see, yet another person, because this is your cousin, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, wow. See, it's That's what's funny about this internet and the Facebook and stuff. It kind of it's weird. It kind of makes the world seem smaller sometimes. You know,
Yep.
it's like you realize it's a small world that you're only a couple people away from like everybody. You know, that what is that? That 6 degrees of separation, or am I talking about? I might be talking out of my ass. I don't know. But to where, you know, everybody is only a couple people away from everybody. You know, and just like somehow you've got a connection to the president himself. You know somebody that knows somebody that knows him. That I don't know what the hell they call that.
Exactly.
Somebody else knows what it's called, damn it. I'm not that somebody.
Yeah, not me either. So don't even feel bad.
Oh my gosh, dude, I am down to 3 cigarettes. I'm supposed to be rationing these, but you know what happens? I start doing the show and I just want to smoke, 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 smoke,
Hey,
smoke.
don't feel bad.
Oh boy. And how much are cigarettes for you?
Right now they're 12.50 for my pack. For Newports, they are 14 something.
Dear God, man.
Yeah.
I remember how idiotically priced cigarettes were in New York when I've only been to New York like once or twice. Once when I was like 5, twice when I was second time I was an adult and I went there. I was out of smokes. Damn, I learned a lesson. Never go into New York without having enough smokes. Bought
Yep.
some cigarettes in Queens, and my God, they were like $10 a pack or something. This was years ago, dude. It's friggin' years ago. And they were like 10, $11 a pack. And I was like, what the? I was like, this is outrageous. You know, I don't know how the hell they can get away with it.
No idea. And did you hear about Hawaii?
No. What's going on
Um,
with them?
Next 5 years, they're trying to ban cigarette sales. So they're raising the cigarette sales to 100 in the next 5 years.
You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that, Eddie. When they say they're doing it because they want less people smoking, I say bullshit. They want more money. They know. I mean, look at crack cocaine. It's illegal for crying out loud, and it still sells like mad. And they know people are going to buy cigarettes, no matter
Yep.
what. You know, I mean, the compulsion to smoke is stronger than the compulsion to eat. At least for me, it is. I've talked about it before. If it comes down to me having a meal or having a cigarette, I'm gonna go for cigarettes every time.
Right.
You know, let's see, you could have some nice juicy Wendy's right now, Paul. And I'm a big boy. I like to eat. But you can have that or you can have a pack of cigarettes, Paul. What are you gonna go for? I'm gonna go for the smokes. I'll
Exactly.
admit it.
Yeah,
So
because
they know people are gonna buy them. I mean, it's sad. And you know, here's another sad thing is another thing is that a lot of the people who smoke are working class or poor. So it's
Yep.
just going to make them more poor because they're not going to give up their smokes.
Right.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think people are going to be like, you know what? Having an addiction is just too expensive. I think I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
You
No.
know, because look at the homeless people who would do anything for some crack, you know?
Yep. All
I
right.
mean, there's people, dude, there's people out there living on the streets that spend more money on crack cocaine each day than it takes you to live in your house.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There are people out there spending
Yep.
small fortunes and they're broke.
Yep.
So people will do what it takes to feed their addiction. I always think it's bullshit when they raise the taxes up. I think they know they're going to make big money.
Yeah.
You know, because if you really care, let's see this. Let's see you take that tax money. Let's start opening up kiosks and little stalls to where you start giving out free patches to people to quit smoking.
Yep.
Let's see you do that. You care? You really want people to quit? Let's see you start doing that shit. Where you have free public
Exactly.
health service to provide smoking cessation and quitting programs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not
I
going to
agree
see
with
that.
you. No.
I mean,
Well,
oh,
over
go
here,
ahead.
Governor Kumo, whatever his name is, okay, is trying to put a good healthcare uh programming in, so you could actually quit smoking, where he's giving away free patches and all that shit. But now
Yeah.
here's the catch. Here's the catch. You have to go through blood tests and all that to make sure that you actually quit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Just like with abortions. I'm sorry to say it. Okay. I'm sorry to say it. But Governor Kumo legalized if it's 8 months old in your stomach, all right, you're allowed to have abortion.
That's fucked up.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
dude, how that's not straight up murder, I don't know how somebody can justify that.
Yep. I agree 100%. Because if you think about it, okay, it's already it already has a brain, it already has a heart, okay. You're just waiting another month for it to actually get out. You know what I mean?
Dude,
But yet,
it's
Governor
sick.
Kumo made it legal to have baby killers.
Dude, when I
I
saw
know that's a
that,
hard subject.
and I try to, what's that, dude?
No, I know it's a hard subject. Okay, I know that for a fact. But
Yeah,
it's like if you don't want the kid, wrap it. Wrap it before you tap it.
right,
And if you already have it, uh, put it for adoption. That's all you gotta
right.
do.
Man up, woman up, and see this thing through that you started.
Exactly.
And that's
Exactly.
another thing, dude, and it's a problem. I don't know. I've never lived in another country, but I know it's a problem in ours, and that is the lack of accountability in people. Not owning up to things, not taking responsibility for the
For what
shit
you've
you
done.
do.
Yep.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
every
and
action there is a reaction.
right. And the abortion thing is just, it's a horrible way of trying to correct somebody's irresponsibility.
Exactly. Now I can understand, okay, I know I'm gonna probably be getting off topic, but I can understand if you got raped or something like that and you found out 2 weeks later that you're pregnant and if you don't want the kid, okay. I understand that. Get the abortion. You know what I mean? But as long as you're not waiting for until it's like full term, you know?
Yeah, dude, it is. Yeah, what's his name? Anthony Como.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Como,
kind of a
whatever.
name. Yeah, Como. Yeah, that's what I call him. And I'm not a political guy, dude. I'm not a political guy. I don't,
Oh,
because
I'm
I
not
never
either.
want I don't want to get into debating over shit, but it's just some things are just, they're so horrifying that you can't even deny that they're horrible, I mean, and
Exactly.
that's one of them things that, I don't know, it's awful, but and it's fucked up because we believe we believe with all our technology and all the fancy shit we have, we think for some reason that we've gotten so much smarter than the generations past, and we're not.
Yeah.
you know we're not any smarter. We're still screwing up the same way. In ways, we're becoming stupid faster.
Yep, I agree 100%.
We're letting our machines do so much of our thinking. I'm guilty too. My
Yeah,
phone, yeah, my phone is the smart one in this relationship. Oh yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
I
It tells
use
you how to
that,
talk, it tells you how to actually write everything. But then
dude. Yeah,
the only thing that doesn't do is make you walk.
right. I mean, I'm sorry, dude. I should be walking around. I should know my wife's phone number. I should know my sons and daughters' phone numbers.
Yep.
No, no, I'll admit it. My dumbass fell, I fell victim to it too, or chosen, not totally victim. I accepted this stupidity that I've embarked on, this voyage of dumbness.
Yeah,
Um,
I
so
agree.
how many cigarettes did you start out the day with, Eddie?
4.
4.
Yeah.
How long ago was your last one? You smoked it on air, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Like around 1:30, 1:20. Somewhere in the area, I believe.
Wow. It's tough, man. That nicotine's a bitch. I've never been hooked on anything else. I've never, never did any heroin or cocaine or any of that shit. Never been hooked on any drugs except for smoking. Oh my gosh. And it's tough.
It
And you
is.
don't really get anything out of it. You don't get some kind of high out of it.
Yeah. The only thing that we do is get satisfaction, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah. I mean, I know after a big ass meal and my tummy's full, and it's like something about a cigarette kind of helps settle down the food in my stomach, and that's about it. It's just a reward
Yeah.
to
No,
this
I agree.
urge.
I agree
Wow,
100%.
man. So I've talked to Sean about this before. I don't know. Sean Stout here. Figured I'd ask you. You're a young dude or whatever. Have you ever tried the cyber dating, computer dating stuff?
Yes and no. I have an account. Okay. I'll be honest
All
with you, I have
right.
an account, but I never go on it.
All right. So there could wait. Hold on here, Eddie. You've got this account. There could be dozens of women that are heartbroken right now because you're not responding. Why do you not check it out?
Because of the fact that there's so many creepos out there that you don't know exactly who they are. And do I really want to get myself mixed up with the creepo? That's the thing.
Okay. Okay. So you are
You
like
know what I mean?
many other people living in fear.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. We are a paranoid society. Would you agree?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Would you be
Yes, we are.
surprised? Would you be surprised if I told you that the violent crime rate was a lot higher when I was a teenager than it is now? Would you be surprised by that?
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
back then you had the mafias, you had the what do you want to call it? All the gangs, stuff like that. You had the
Right.
bikers, you had
Yeah.
the Hells Angels, you had all those. Okay.
Right.
And now it's kind of like dying out, I should say. For like, you don't really hear about the Hells Angels as much as you used to. You don't hear about the mafia. You don't hear about all that. But now, if you want to talk about gangs, like wannabe gangs or actual gang members, there's always
Yeah.
a hard step because of the fact that they're basically nothing. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. But we live in an age now where we know about what's going on all the time. We know about bizarre, weird ass crimes that are happening in some 200-person town in Iowa. You know, we're bombarded by information, and this information helps scare us.
Yep.
It helps make us, I think it helps keep us from living our life to its fullest sometimes. You
I
know what I
agree.
mean? Like, here you are, you're what, 26 years old, right?
Yep.
And you've got an account going on a dating site, but you're also scared to even use it because you're like, I could end up running into a weirdo.
Yep. Exactly.
But the truth is that if the Eddie Meister was going to the bar or someplace like that, you could still run into a weirdo, right, Eddie?
Okay. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
But we live in this atmosphere. I mean, it's a really paranoid atmosphere we live in, you know, to where we're like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, computer dating and shit like that is perfectly set up for serial killers. But the chances of you actually ended up accidentally hooking up with one very slim. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
I agree.
that fear holds so many of us back from walking out our own front door and being a little bit adventurous, you know, and that's where I feel bad for the younger generation now, is because they have been raised in an atmosphere of fear. And part of that is my fault and people my age, because we did grow up in a time where there were so many problems that we overprotected our kids too. I'm admitting it. I'm admitting that right now. Been overprotective,
Yep.
you know. And unfortunately, we have passed on our paranoias because we're so worried about our kids that our kids, it's rubbed off on them. You know, it's a shame. But
Yep.
you guys, I mean, you know, I don't know about you personally. You know, I don't know what freedoms your parents have let you have or whatever. I'm speaking generally. I mean, I don't
Oh,
let my kids do half the shit that I was allowed to do. They
yep.
don't have half the freedom I had when I was a kid.
Oh, I agree.
And I don't know. So yeah, I guess I'm owning up to it a little bit. I don't like to. I don't like to think that I might be part of the problem, but I guess I have contributed. Damn, why did
Oh,
I
yeah.
just say that? Why in the hell did I just admit to that? Damn.
So,
Well, time is 2:04 oven standard. I have to wrap it up. Eddie, I want to say thanks for being on the show.
hey, no problem. Anytime.
It's been a good time. It's been nice getting to know you, see what's going on with you. Look forward to having you back on the show and participating in Wasted Lunch. I will check out the real life Jaws article that you posted onto the group.
Yeah, it's quite
And
interesting, actually.
yeah. And right now, I am taking Eddie's advice, and I'm going to say, if you're watching this video, if you like Wasted Lunch, be sure to share it with your friends and family. In fact, I'll go one step better. If you didn't like the show, still share it. How's that?
Even better.
But Eddie, you take care of yourself and stay out of trouble, brother.
Hey, you too. You be safe, all right?
All right, thank you, dude.
Hey, no
Later,
problem.
dude.
Later.
All right, that was awesome. That was cool. First time Eddie's been on here on live, so feel good about that. But like I said, I got to wrap it up. I got to get to doing things that I don't maybe necessarily want to do, but I have to do because they're life. So if you watch this show, like I said before, share it. Share it with friends. Share it with family. Share the link with everybody you know. I would appreciate that, and I hope you did enjoy it, and I hope your day goes awesome for you. I hope your dreams come true. So, look out for your fellow brothers and sisters out there in the world. Try and spread some love. You know, you can do that.
You can do that. Love can start with you, showing a little kindness for your fellow man and woman. Can start with you today. You can start something. And stay out of trouble, and I'll see you later.